Hi guys, it's Kara here with Curtis Health, and today I'm going to talk about a nice recovery stretch that includes the hip flexors. These muscles right here that do a lot of flexion at the hip. So when you're seated for a long time or have that desk job, these guys can often get really stiff and really tight because they don't get much movement and they stay in that flexed position when you're seated. So a really great stretch to get these muscles activated and stretched out is to do the opposite of the flexion. And so you would actually go then into a bit of a lunge stretch. So take a look here. With one foot forward and then the other foot back. Now you want to make sure that both hips stay nice and square, and already you can see this joint right here is nice and lengthened. This one is bent like you would see if you were seated. So we're going to focus on that lengthening leg and getting some nice stretch into the front of that hip joint. So here, I want you to stand or sit up nice and tall and keep that nice long spine as you press yourself gently forward. You're going to do so by keeping your tailbone tucked a little bit so you keep that nice long spine. And I want you to squeeze your glute muscles a little bit to push forward until you feel a pull here. Now you can hold this stretch right here if this is enough. If you'd like a little bit more of a stretch, you could reach a little bit higher up into that hip flexor, which does keep going up this way and into the back, and it can cause some of that back pain that you might feel. You can lift the same arm up as leg is back and just reach it up. Okay, so notice that I'm not arching too far back, I'm not arching to the side. I want you to keep nice and neutral here so you feel some form of a stretch all the way through here. Okay, hold this stretch for at least 30 seconds on both sides. I'm also going to give you one standing, the same stretch but in a standing position, just in case there's anyone that has any pain in their knees or doesn't like getting down onto the floor. And for this one, you're actually going to come up and you're going to stand in that same kind of split stance here. Now, I want you to do the same things that I just did seated, but I want them with both legs straight. So first you're going to get nice and tall and your hips are going to be square. Then I want you to lean forward, tucking that tailbone under, keeping that long spine here, engaging your glutes again, and just pushing all the way to the front leg until you feel a little bit of a stretch here. So my back heel has come off the ground a little bit, but that's okay because I'm trying to really pull nice and long through here. Again, I can reach this arm up, and as I pull, engaging my glute here to get that opposite effect so I feel the stretch here, should feel a nice long stretch. Hold this stretch at least for 30 seconds both sides. Give it a try. This is a great stretch to do and just get up and out of your desk maybe once or twice during your day and hopefully help diminish some of that pain in the front of the hips or even in the low back. That's it for today.